Yehuda, now I can see you. By the way, Yehuda, your question on Thursday, I think I have an answer.
What are these plastic things? Oh.
Okay.
Moshe, we need you here. Okay.
I'll give it another minute and then we'll get started. Geski, Hand, ik darf echte feedback of Hand. Kijk, je brengt een wissel props. That's the way you do it. That's what I need. Listen, this is what cousins are for. Vovi, you know, you're my cousin.
I grew up with this guy. I was a chaydu.
Muncie? You're also Muncie boy?
I was a chaydu with him.
My goodness. Okay.
Guys, man is man. Let's go.
No, noch them. After. Where's Benny? Where's Benny? Oh. Fine. Guys, let's get started. What? We switch them after. Yeah, we'll get them after. Okay, a few things, just a reminder for everybody. Number one, the raffle will be a Mitzvah Shem. This Thursday will be the cutoff for the raffle, and Mitzvah Shem Matzah Shabbos. Matzah Shabbos, we're going to do the, correct, 2 raffles, yes, 2 raffles. There's the raffle for, hello. There's 2 raffles, no, there's 2 raffles. One is for being here.
Okay, we'll see.
So, bottom line is there's the 2 raffles, the one being here for 20 days and one for doing the Chazara. The Chazara is the $500 raffle, the 20 days is the $1,000 raffle, sponsored by Hashi. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, just getting back into it, the recap. Thank you very much. The shir is a schis. Guys, what? This Moshe's on top of everything, chef. Yeah, fine. Guys, we just got, yeah. Okay, we got to settle in. And then, okay. All right, so now, this year's a schis for Akiva Simcha ben Fega, for a Zivug Hogan for Chav Bas Miriam, for a Zivug Hogan for Huv Bas Miriam, and for a Zivug Hogan for David Ari ben Pin Pel. What was the name? For Fir Shleim for? Simcha Nuchem Besima and Ruchel Bas Shofas. Okay, guys, I'll recap on last week very quickly. We ended off with the whole thing of Lavud and Chavod Rami. Good thing, today we're done with Lavud. We're going into Chavod Rami, and we're going to go through all the principles of Chavod Rami. Not all of it, but we're basically going to bring out why we need it and the concept of it. And we're going to try to explain it a little bit over here with a little prop. So, we're starting off by Amar Abaya. Now, just again, before we get into it, what was Abaya saying? Abaya was saying that that Shmuel says that it's kosher if it's a staggered roof is the principle of Lavud. We're just touching it now and then we're moving off of it. But he says within 3 Tvachim is Lavud and it works. Comes Rava, and Rava is going to say, he's going to bring this whole new concept of Chavot Rami, which really threw some of us into a loop. And we're just going to try to explain very simple in a halas how it works. So, there's going to be a few cases that we're going to see today in the Gemara. And the first case, just seeing it outside, and then we're going to see it inside, and it'll flow very smooth. The first case is, if you have, very simple, this yellow emits the tumah, right? So let's say you have the tumah underneath the bottom level, right? And you have something above it. If there's one tefach, if this is a tefach, it's good. But the whole area underneath is tummy. This gives, if the width. Right now, correct. No, if it's less than tefach, it has to also be tefach space. Tefach and a tefach. Minimum for tumah to be an oil is 1 by 1 tefach. So, as long as it's going to move, it's going to hit this tummy. Now, if let's say we bring this up, same thing, it's going to work the same way. If this is going to be up here, over here is going to be tummy. If you put this on bottom, it won't go through on bottom, and it won't go through on top. That's pretty much going to be the first 2. And then the third thing is, if it's over here, it will go straight up to Shemayim, and you could have something over here and it won't get tummy. Why? Because there's no oil on top to catch it and send it over. Oil does two things. Tumah actually has two functions. And the oil has two functions for the tumah. One is it blocks it from going over, and two is it spreads it across. So if it's over here, it'll spread across to the other side. That's gonna be the first. The last part is what's gonna be similar to our case of like a staggered roof. Imagine these three are the same height. Just imagine these three are the same height, right? I know the middle one, I couldn't find the third one, but these three are the same height. Now, if you have this that's emitting tumah anywhere over here, anywhere here or here, then the entire space underneath here through here will be tummy. Why? Because we say chavayit rami, that these drop down, match the level, and it's one flat surface. So now this entire thing,
Up or that goes down?
no, it goes straight across. I mean, this goes up to here, to here, and then it shoots across to the side. So these two and this one drop down and meet the same height as this. So it becomes one big thing. And again, Rav is trying to bring proof that you need one tefach. Why? Because if, let's say, this one over here is not one tefach wide, it's a half a tefach wide, then if the tumah is underneath it, it will shoot straight through to the sky. Because you need one tefach to catch it. Like Benny asked before, you need one tefach to catch the tumah. If you don't have a tefach, it won't catch it. If you do have a tefach, and there's a space of a tefach, then we say chavoit, lower, rami, and put it into place. And then we have one flat, this height surface of tumah. Now this could be anywhere here, here, or here, and it is all kosher because we imagine that this came down and blocked it. And now we're good to go. That's pretty much the Gemara that we're going to learn today inside.
So what's the difference between Lovid and Chumad Rama?
So Lovid can't work over here because you're going to ask, the question I thought someone would ask would be very simple. Okay, let's say there's a space over here. There's nothing here. And this is one tefach. Lovid is 3 tefachim, right? So why don't we see, why wouldn't this close? Answer is Lovid doesn't work by Tumah. Tumah doesn't work. That's it. So it doesn't work by Tumah. Okay, let's see it inside right now. So Amar Abaya. Abaya says this is the Chazar part, and then we're going to get into it. Lo Shanu, this that Shmuel said that it is kosher to have a staggered roof, like we said, the roof like this, for the schach, one up, one down, one up, one down, is only if it's within 3 tefachim. And we're going to apply the same principle by Chavit Rami, by Oyhalis, to the Sukkah. So now he says like this. Just before, if anybody has any other questions before we jump into the Gemara part. Clear? Yeah, okay. So now, he says, we did not say, Shmuel did not say that it's good unless it has between these 2 3 tefachim. But if there is 3 tefachim, it's possible. This is according to Abaya explanation of Shmuel. Amar Rava. Now comes Rava. Abaya's chavrisa, throughout. Afilu yesh bein zel zeh shlosh tefachim nami. It would also be good. Meaning, even if you had more than 3 tefachim, it would be good. How? Lo yamaron, and now he uses like a funny term. Lo yamaron, we wouldn't say it. El she'im begagay tefach. That when it does not have a tefach, it would be no good. Aval yesh begagay tefach ksher. Like we said, if any of these upper ones have a tefach space, then it would work. And what's that called? The Amrinon Chavoit Rami, because we say this principle, Chavoit Rami, lower and put into place, and it makes it one flat ceiling and one flat schach. Okay, now we're getting to the new sugya and what we just discussed. Amar Rava, Rava says, Mina Aminullah, where did I take this from? I made a statement of Chavoit Rami, and it needs to be one tefach, but where did I take it from? So he's here to explain. What? That if there is a tefach, again, his whole purpose is the tefach aspect. And if there's no tefach, so he says, where did I get it from? I got it from a mission in Ahalis. Now, I know in the past we asked, what does Ahalis have to do with here? It's not. The sukkah is an oil. A sukkah, right? What is a sukkah? Like we said, oil arai, oil keva, whole thing. A sukkah is an oil. So once we have the same halacha l'moshe misinai, chavay ram is halacha l'moshe misinai. Once we have that by tumah, it's going to work over here because it's the same. The oil is what has that function. That's it. So he learns it from there. The Tanan, because we have a mission in the Halas. Kairos Bayis V'Aliyah. Beams of a house and its second floor, which is something along the first case. Beams of a house and a second floor. She'ein Aleim Aziva, that they don't have plaster, so it's like there's gaps like this. V'hein Mechavonis, and they're one on top of the next. Mamish, this case that we said, the first one's on top of the next. Tomo tachas achas mehem tachteh tami. So if this is beneath any of them, whether here or here, the entire area becomes tami. Very simple. Beina tachtoin l'yoyna, which is this one right here. If it's between the second one and the top one, what happens? Beina and tami, whatever's in between is tami. Al gabe halyoyna connecta adorkia tami. But if it's up here, then only straight above this, all the way to Shemaim is tami. Everything else is good. Which is this case where they are staggered. Like it's in between hatachtoinos. Tumo tachtein, if the tumo is beneath any of them, here or here, tachas kulon tamei. We imagine chavay drami, and all of them is tamei. Agabein keneged al delarkia tamei. If it's on top of any of these, here or here or here, it's hitting the sky. So if it's on top of any of these, up until Shemayim, it is tamei.
I think there's no oil on top of any of them.
Correct. No, but he's saying he's saying even because you may want, he's just bringing out the purpose that you may think that maybe it's going to get caught by one of these sides. No, it's not getting caught. It's going straight through. Fine. V'toni, I guess this next part we could leave, unless we want to go a little further. This next part is what's going to explain why we need the tefach. So we'll do a few more lines and then we'll call it a night. So now, V'toni Allah, we have, unless it's, everybody has it so far? Okay. V'toni Allah. So we learned from a brisa. But basically we didn't learn from a brisa. We have a brisa that is adding to this Mishnah. Over there we had a Mishnah in the Halas. We have a brisa that adds to it. You know what? Actually, let's leave it over here. Tomorrow we'll continue further. And we'll get to the point. So now we'll do a quick chazar. Let's do this. I just don't want to confuse you guys more, so we'll do a quick chazar. Amar Rava. Rava comes and says, right, because you said Damina Chavay Rami. Amar Rava. Mina Amina. Where did I take this? That it works, the Chavay Rami works. That what? The Chiles is Beit Tefach, Amina Chavay Rami, the Chiles Beit Lo Amina Chavay Rami. Where do I take it? That if it has a Tefach, we say Chavay Rami, and if it doesn't, we don't. Tatnan, we have a Mishnah, Kuris Abayis V'Aliyah, like we said, beams of a house and sort of a loft, Shein Aleim Aziva, that do not have the plaster that covers up the flooring, V'hein Mechavonis, and they're one on top of the next. Tuma Tachas Achas Mehem, Tachten Tame, the Tuma underneath one of them, on bottom is Tame, Beina Tachtoin L'Yona, if it's between one and the next, then Beinei and Tame, the middle is Tame, Al Gabe Al Yona, but if it's on top of the top one, it is Kenegda Al Rakia Tame, it goes straight up to Shemayim. Hoyo Al Yonois, Kebeina Tachtoinois, if we have the case of the zigzag, like the staggered flooring, Tuma Tachas Achas, Tuma Tachten, Tachas Kulon Tame. If you have Tuma underneath any of them, it's Tame underneath the entire area beneath it. Al Gabein, Kenegda Al Rakia Tame. And if you have it on top of any of them, until Shemayim, it is Tameh. Guys, keep doing the Chazar. Remember, this Thursday we're going to finish up. And in Mitzvah Hashem, we're going to do the raffles. Motzei Shabbos, when we do the weekly video, we're going to post it. But any questions? I didn't want to go further, but just to let you guys know that the next portion is going to explain, is going to actually bring the Brisa and say clearly that it needs a tefach or not. Have a wonderful night. Yeah. Let's go.